everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is all about mixing the color green, so let's do it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through my materials. I have my Canson watercolor paper notebook. I have my Winsor Newton Cotman watercolors, and I have my Princeton snap brush. I'm gonna use a size 6, and we're ready to start. So this video is all about mixing greens to make different kinds of greens, just using one green paint and your other colors to mix. So the green paint I have chosen is Hooker's Green Dark. It's one of my favorite greens, that and sap green, but I figured this is probably a more common green that you might have. So I'm just gonna show you this color on its own. Okay, so I'm just gonna swatch it here. It's a pretty nice, vibrant, darker green. But I find in a lot of florals, it kind of looks fake. You don't see a lot of greenery that looks this shade. So I tend to mix this green with a lot of other colors so I can make different shades and different tones of it. So today I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm just going to plot some of this green paint in different areas of my palette so I can mix them with other colors. Like so. Okay. So the first green I am going to make is I am going to mix it with some dioxazine purple. That might be a bit too much. And this is one of my favorite greens to make. It's like this, if you add more purple, it can turn more into a grayish green, and it's really beautiful for succulents, eucalyptus. You can add, see that? It's a bit too purple, obviously. And just by adding different levels of each paint, you can make it a different shade. So you can make it a lot darker, so that has a bit more purple, or you can almost completely wash it off your brush and make a really, really, really light wash of it. You can add a tad bit more green, and you can get like 4 different hues of those 2 colors mixed together. So I think that's really awesome. And then if you add maybe some cobalt blue, you can make it a little bit more of a bluish gray green, which is gorgeous too. Okay, so that's just mixing dioxazine purple and Hooker's Green Dark. So now the next kind of green I'm going to make is a blue green, because that's easy. You just mix your green. I'm gonna take some turquoise, so like I guess like a teal or a aqua color, which is really gorgeous, which could be really beautiful for like an ocean painting, you know. And again, mixing different levels of each paint can make it darker, brighter, more green, more blue. Here, I'll just show you turquoise on its own. Okay, and see just what adding a little bit of that green can do. Add a bit more. And then a really light wash of that. Gorgeous. So there's like a teal blue green. That would be really nice maybe for an ocean or something. The next green I'm gonna try and make an olivey green. So I'm gonna add some orange. And that almost turns it sap green if you look at it. Okay, like look at that. Let's add a bit more orange and see what that does. That's almost like an olive green, which is pretty cool. Okay, super different from the original. That's just by adding orange. What about if we added red? Oops, there was water there. It's all good. Add a bit more green, a bit more red. Yes, I just dipped it in the red. It's all good. You can make brown, but if you wanted a bit more green, very nice kind of muted green, which I like too. And that's just by adding reds and oranges. Let's try, here I'm just gonna plot a bit more down here. Let's go move on to yellows. Okay, so let's mix some traditional cadmium yellow. Again, you get kind of another one that almost looks sap green. I'm just gonna put sap green down here. So that's sap green, and those are two colors that are mixed. So to achieve that, you can even add a bit more of the lemon yellow to make it a bit brighter. And it's similar, just adding a bit more yellow can get you there. Let's try some yellow ochre, which is a darker yellow. That's nice too. And then I haven't ever really tried green and pink before. Let's see what that does, shall we? But look what it does to the pink. Kind of makes like a dusty rose pink. That's pretty cool. So mixing colors, honestly, is just all about testing out new things. That makes kind of like a gray, the more green you put in it. And if we go really green with that bit of pink, another nice kind of muted green. Gorgeous. And then you could always do a traditional green and brown together. So many different ways you can go with this, okay? So actually I'm gonna try and mix it with mauve, which is a different purple that I have. See if it's much different than the dioxazine purple. More green. So sometimes I dip my paintbrush right into the paint, and even though I haven't washed it off. If you're not into messy paints, you don't have to do that. Nice dark kind of hunter green, like a Christmas green. Beautiful. And that's by mixing mauve and green. So this is what I encourage you to do. I encourage you to pick a color, primarily like a secondary color. So you have your primary colors, which are red, blue, and yellow. And then you have your secondary colors, or your complementary colors, sorry, which are green, orange, and purple. And I find you can do more with those complementary colors or the secondary colors because they're already mixed together, and then adding different colors to them really changes it. But if you mix with a primary color, it becomes like a secondary color. Anyway, I hope that makes sense, and I hope I'm right because I haven't really studied color theory, but this is just kind of how I do it. But I suggest you get out your palette and just go to town and mix different things, because look at all the amazing colors you can make with just this green and adding other colors to it, okay? So have fun and show me what you got. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really hope you liked it and I hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram for more. Have a great day, guys. Bye.